Hello everyone, my name is Motra Enoch and I'm going to take you in MA 110 under the topic called partial fraction. So we are going to start with the non-repeated linear factor because there are four types of partial fraction. So the first one, they are saying resolve the following into partial fraction. So partial fraction, that is just the way of breaking down the complex fraction that is given into what? A simple one. So we start. So under non-linear repeated factor, what you should know is that first thing, you're going to rewrite the same equation that you have been given, that is x plus 14 over x minus 4 x plus 2. You close the brackets, is equals to, now you have to decompose. So under linear factor, you find to say that the power of x, that is 1. So you are going to write a over the denominator of the linear factor that you have been given, that is x minus 4 plus the second one, that is b over, you divide by the linear factor that you have been given, that is x plus 2. You close the brackets. So the second step, what you are going to do is that you get everything multiplied by the what? The denominator. So that is the denominator that you are having, that is x minus 4 x plus 2 is equals to, you just multiply everything there, that is x plus 14 over x minus 4 x plus 2 is equals to a over x minus 4 plus b over x plus 2. So from there, what you should bear in mind is that when you multiply that denominator with that one, these things, they are going to cancel each other and you are going to remain with x plus 14 is equals to. So if you multiply this denominator with that one, this one will cancel with that one, and then that thing there, x plus 2, is the one that is going to be multiplied with what? A. So a, open brackets, x plus what? 2. And then from there, that is you write plus. So if you multiply the denominator of b with that thing, it means that this one will cancel with that one, and you are going to remain with the x minus 4, which is going to be multiplied by b. So that is b multiplied by x minus 4. So when you reach at this stage, what you are going to do is that make one of these to be what? 0. So equate one of those same linear factor that you have been given equal to 0. So I'll say let x plus 2 is equals to what? 0. So, and then so for x, that is x is equals to negative 2. So this negative 2 that you have found, you replace it in that same what? Equation that you have calculated. So where there is x, you are going to put in negative 2. So that is negative 2 plus 14 is equals to what? Equals to a, open brackets, there, that is negative 2 plus 2 plus, that is b, open brackets, negative 2 minus 4. So when you subtract there negative 2 plus 4, you're going to obtain positive 12. So there, you're going to remain with what? 0. So a times what? 0 plus b, that is what? Negative 6. So from there, if you see cleared, when you multiply a times 0, you're going to obtain 0. So you're going to remain with 12 is equals to b times negative 6, that is negative 6b. So divide both sides by negative 6 over what? Negative 6. Then you cancel, so you are going to obtain the value of b to be what? To be negative 2. So it means that you have calculated the value of b, that is negative 2, the one that you're going to replace there. So from there we calculate for the value of what? A. So you are going also to do what? To let the expression, so let x minus 4 is equals to 0. So for x, that is x is equals to positive 4. So that 4 that you have calculated, you are going to replace it there in your equation. So that is 4 plus 14 is equals to a, open brackets, 4 plus 2 plus b, that is positive 4 minus 4. So you're going to obtain, when you add, that is 4 plus 4, that is 8, that is 18. So when you add 4 plus 2, you're going to obtain 6. So that is a 6. So there, that is plus b. When you subtract it there, you're going to remain with what? 0. So that is 18 is equals to what? A times 6, that is 6a. So when you multiply b times 0, it's 0. So just divide both sides by what? 6 over 6. So a is equals to what? So the value of a, that is 3. Now since you have calculated the values, what you're going to do is that you have to go back to that expression that you made and replace where there is a with the values that you have calculated. So that is x plus 14 over x minus 4 x plus 2 is equals to what? That is a. Now there you have calculated the value of a to be what? 3. So you are going to replace it. So 3 over x minus 4. Now bear in mind to say that the value of b is negative 2. So this negative is going to be multiplied with that positive there. So positive times negative there, you're going to obtain a negative. So it's going to be minus 2 over x plus 2. So it means that you have calculated, you have resolved that equation that is given into what? Partial fraction. So please don't forget to share, also subscribe, so that whenever I post the new video, you're able to watch and see you in the next video.